We're going to go look at a little bit at India today and discuss a little bit about how it's going to be played.
Gandhi leads India in Sid Meier's Civilization VI. Gandhi's nonviolent independence movement led to the creation of modern India, and he remains revered around the world for his commitment to peace. Gandhi's ability is called satyagraha. For each civ India has met, which has founded a religion and is not at war, India gets a significant boost in faith. Opposing civs suffer additional happiness penalties for fighting wars against Gandhi. Religion also plays into India's Dharma ability. They get the follower beliefs of all religions present in their cities, not just the one from their own religion. Just in case the peaceful spread of religion isn't working, India does have the Varu unique unit. It reduces the combat strength of adjacent enemy units. The stepwell is India's unique tile improvement and provides housing and food. It gives bonus food if built next to a farm, and faith if built next to a holy site. Gandhi's bonuses to faith in times of peace and the stepwell improvement mean you'll have plenty of housing and faith when you play as India. If you can become the crossroads for...
Alright, so talking a little bit about India. So this is a civilization, among all of the ones that have been released, I've been excited about a great many of them. I personally am not excited about India. I think that some people will love it. And I think that it brings a very interesting playstyle, although it's not my own. I think it's a very interesting playstyle, which is that of you need to be defensive, religious, and you can also focus on keeping other religious nations alive and kind of keeping the peace with them to keep that faith bonus rolling in, and hopefully win that late game religious victory. So I think that one of the good things is you'll have have to have your elephants early on to defend you, or if you choose to attack somebody. And I think that those will be quite useful, especially if somebody's like teetering on low levels of happiness. You could declare war on them and cause a low level of happiness, and potentially cause issues within their cities and kind of run them over. So in the early game, you've got some potential for expansion, and I think that later on you're going to want to just settle down and potentially fight wars to defend other people, and then just grow your cities nice and big. I think that'll be your goal, and keep that faith coming in. So you'll want to place your faith buildings next to your stepwells and your farms as well, or whatever, and try to just get that faith coming in as strongly as possible, and then maybe late game just defend, because if you're playing Gandhi and you make it to the late game, you probably have a pretty good shot at winning, since you've been stacking up that faith the whole time, and there'll be plenty of nations with faith. So I'd say honestly it seems like a fairly strong, they have a good chance of winning in the late game. I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way and call them fairly strong, just because they have although they have the elephants at the beginning, they don't have too much else. I'd say they're of moderate strength, maybe a little on the low side, but once you get past mid-game and this victory conditions start looking closer, at that point I think they'll be one of the strongest. But just the way Civ 5 is, earlier nations have a big advantage, so I'd say that a little bit in the middle, a little bit low, just because there's so many early warring nations that could potentially deal deadly blows to them. Potentially a strategy could be getting this up early next to some farms and building up enough population to be strong, and then defend after that. But I think they'll have to be played carefully, like how much how much time you put into faith has to be balanced with building up enough population and building up enough units to survive. So it'll be that fine balance of okay, how much can I build faith wise, how much can I get away with, and the more you can get away with, the faster you can run towards that religious victory. So it'll be a fun little game, and I'm sure some people will love it. And I think that the interesting point of Gandhi will be defending other religious nations. I think that'll be the fun and interesting part, just annoying others and being like, you see, I'm getting ahead of you, but yeah, I'm not really going out of my way to get ahead of you, and try to just play the defensive game, play nice with everyone, try to ally all these other religious cities, and kind of get the greatest empire you can and get the most religious bonuses you can. All right, that's my review on India. I'll see you guys later. Bye.